Hey everyone, it's me. Welcome to the first video in our new series called The Call of Abram. In this series, we are going to see how God called Abram out of his homeland and into a new life by faith. We'll see how God made promises to Abram and his family about their future, promises that seemed impossible to keep. And we'll see how Abram and Sarai's faith grew despite the difficulties they faced. We're going to begin our journey in Genesis chapter 18, where we find Abram at the oaks of Mamre. Now, picture it. It's a hot summer day, and Abram is sitting under the shady oaks, enjoying the cool breeze, when suddenly he looks up and sees three mysterious visitors approaching him. Now, these visitors are not just any ordinary travelers. In fact, one of them is God Almighty who appeared in human form. But Abram doesn't know that, so he does what any good host would do. He runs to meet his guests, welcomes them, and invites them to come and refresh themselves, to wash their feet and have some food and drink. Now, while they are resting, one of the visitors, whose name was actually Jehovah, spoke with authority and said, "I am going to return to you according to the time of life, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son." Now, you can imagine Abram and Sarah's reaction to this news. Sarah was already too old to have children, and it must have sounded absolutely ridiculous to them. So Sarah laughed and said, "After I am worn out and my husband is old, shall I really have pleasure? Shall I really bear a son at this age?" Now, the laughter may have started as a nervous reaction to this unexpected announcement, but it quickly turned into disbelief. Yet God looked at Abram and said, "Why did Sarah laugh and say, 'I am too old to have a child'? Nothing will be impossible for God to do. At the appointed time, I will return to you, and Sarah will have a son." Now, friends, this passage teaches us several important lessons. First, God still speaks to people today, just as he spoke to Abram. Second, God's promises are sure, but sometimes we have to wait a while for them to be fulfilled. And third, nothing is impossible for God. Even when we think we're too old or it's too late, God can still do what only he can do. As we continue this series, we will see how Abram and Sarah's lives changed when God visited them at the oaks of Mamre. Join us next time as we explore further. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode of The Call of Abram. We'll see you next time.